8:30 plus 10 minutes.
That's like when you turn, 25, and then you turn 25 for your second anniversary and your third anniversary. I'm currently on my almost third anniversary of 25. But I am approaching my 22nd birthday of 5, which is my actual age. As I've been told. That's pretty normal. She doesn't normally listen to words I say. I think it's a sister thing. You listen to everything I say, right, Kyle?
Of course.
Yeah. It's because everything I say he views as true wisdom.
Yeah.
He doesn't. At all.
She's beautiful.
I'm a gangster. That's why I'm wearing my sunglasses inside.
You guys are soaked, by the way. We just have to point that out.
I'm wet.
We just got back from doing a bunch of water games, which mainly involved throwing water at each other in the form of balloons.
Sounds like fun to me.
I know, right?
It was great.
Yeah. I caught one and somebody slipped, and I was really hoping he'd fall out, but he didn't. So.
You missed at the beginning, the very first game. One of our students was running towards a chair so he could stay next to the chair and put a cup on his head, and he slid into the chair and his head hit it. There was not a concussion.
Probably.
I think. We think.
I say, did you test him?
And no blood?
There was no blood. There was no blood.
Test.
There was no blood. There was a nurse there.
I'm not thinking about tests right now. I'm not in school.
And at some point he signed a waiver, so if he did get concussed, it's okay.
Yay!
So it's safe.
It's legal, it's fine.
It's legal.
Well, that's a great way to say welcome.
We're glad you're here.
We are.
Come to events with us, sign waivers.
We rarely have water balloon fights at our shows because I don't want to get my guitar wet, so,
Yeah.
it doesn't work well.
What if I coated it in saran wrap? Because the water balloons were fun, and this is completely unrelated to 3 o'clock rain, y'all. But have you done the balloons that fill up? What do they call them? Balloon? I don't know.
Balloons that fill up.
No, they're
The quick tie balloons.
the quick tie balloons.
Oh,
They
yeah.
are awesome, and then when they're done and they're quick tied and they fall into the water, you have like a shower head that you can squirt people with, and they're the best. So I think those are the regular appearances at our shows.
Okay. No.
Anyway, we wanted to say welcome, though, because we wanted to introduce a very special member of our band.
So, welcome.
Welcome.
We are majority of 3 o'clock rain.
Hey, yeah, we did
2/3
thirds.
is the majority.
This is.
The best part.
This is.
The for real best. My name's
This-
Cassandra.
This is.
The one who knows they're both way too egotistical.
Wow, it was a joke, bro.
And I love them all equally.
Yes, Kyle.
This is Man Bun.
Kyle has been a diplomat since he was 2.
Oh yes, this is Switzerland. What's up?
Kyle is Switzerland. But we introduced you last week to, you met, we didn't actually introduce them, or did we? But you met some
a lot
of
of
the,
people.
met some people who usually work our march tables, and we are very grateful for their assistance. They also aid in our sound and light endeavors, and which makes our head sound tech much happier because when things go wrong, she can at least look at somebody else and go, what do we do now? And nobody knows what they fix it.
They make it so that we're not running around shows like chickens with our heads cut off.
Yeah, we really do appreciate them, and we couldn't thank them enough, but we will try. But the longest standing member of 3 o'clock rain, other than myself, this particular member has been working with me from back in my road days, back when I was a full-time musician and toured around the country and did all kinds of stuff. And this guy and I have been keeping company, and he's been with me at every single show that I have played since 1985.
Not even Mom's been with you that long.
This is true. This is true. And so we'd like to introduce you now to. Oh, he's a little shy. It's okay. It's kind of small. He's kind of small. There he is. Here, you can hold him. He likes you. He's actually very friendly. This is Road Rat.
Hi, Road Rat.
Hi, Road Rat.
Squeak him.
Say hi, Road Rat. Road Rat is not, one for great conversation, but at least he doesn't argue. And he was going to have at one point, and might still have a blog, telling you all about his perspective on how things are going.
He's excited.
He gets easily excited. It's kind of hard though, his fingers are small and him typing is very slow, and every time I'm trying to find a secretary to type for him,
Nobody wants
they've come along and they said, well, who am I working for? And I introduced them to Road Rat, and they usually ran out the door. I don't know what it is.
And he's an old man, so we know they don't understand technology.
He did find a lady
This is
once
true.
in Brooksville when we went up there.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful, beautiful thing. She was a lovely, like, lab rat-ish white, very fluffy, nice and soft.
They look forward to their next
They do.
date.
We didn't see her last time. She was kind of, we think they were on out, but
Oh.
hopefully, you know,
Sad day.
through like Morse code or something, they can fix that.
It'll be great.
We'll post a picture of Road Rat and his lady friend to the Instagrams for the interwebs.
Yes.
Whenever we're back in Brooksville.
Speaking
No,
of
I have
brown
a
rats, hey Jacqueline.
Thanks.
The
that was-
third member of the Water War. I have a seat for you.
Well, my
She
feet are here.
fits.
so I'm
Don't
gonna
put her
sit.
too close to me, she's wet. But they had fun, so, you know. Anyway, that's Road Rat, and you can meet him when you come to our shows. You might get to pet him, but don't grab him, because, you know, he needs to stay by me and keep me company, otherwise I won't be able to play.
He gets scared very easily and then he bites. And if you've ever been bitten by a road rat, you know it's the worst form of animal bite. Because he's the sweetest thing, but if you scare him, he'll take your hand off.
Who?
She just said who.
No, I said woo.
Oh, woo! I thought you said who.
I thought so too.
Sorry.
So make
Don't
sure,
worry.
just make sure you let us know. We'll introduce you. You can pet him, but don't go up to him on your own. Otherwise, it's dangerous. We wouldn't want you to get hurt because you haven't signed those release forms yet.
All right,
You can't get concussion.
Sorry, not allowed.
no concussions for you.
All right, I think that is about time we get into review time.
Yes.
Review time.
What have we been up to? It is time for a review. What have we been up to? It is time for a review. Cha.
That was scary.
We
It was
need to,
great.
we need to
It was.
copyright that. You saw it here today.
It's gonna be on the album.
But it's been a pretty good week, a pretty active week. The three of us are very tired.
Ha.
It's been a very busy
I have
week.
a sunburn.
That's why I
It's
didn't
very
do it.
noticeable, but maybe not on camera.
But why are we very tired?
Oh, you know, band came.
Hmm.
It's this lovely little time where we just come together and we march in the sun for how many hours is it?
3.
3 hours, and then we stay there for another 3 hours.
You stand.
Another 4 hours.
4
You
hours,
stand
and
for 7 hours straight.
it's super fun.
No. Sorry.
But if you're
You get to
smart,
sit 30 minutes maybe.
But if you're smart and you play in the front ensemble, which is also the coolest part of the band, you get to stand inside all day. It's awesome. It is the coolest part.
Sure,
Sure. Yes.
We start the show.
we end the show.
True.
Hmm.
But it's been a fun week, so they're tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I passed the point of exhaustion long ago.
I think I'm delirious now.
I'm just there. I'm showing up. I'm
That's
killing
good. You're the drum major. They need you.
That's what they've
Yeah,
been
that's-
doing.
They've been drum majoring, she's been
Yes. Which is
pit
musical.
bossing.
That's why I'm a G.
It is music. It is teaching other people how to music, so that's nice too.
But we've also been busy as a band the past week, even
Yes.
amongst our other pursuits. We are still 3 o'clock rain, and we still get together and make time for the music.
We still want to put out some good quality stuff for you guys.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, we're not quite sure what happened, you people who are watching, but for some reason, YouTube has decided to disable our chat.
Sorry.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So,
That's why nobody's asking us anything.
probably noticed
Or
that.
saying, hey.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, guys?
We'll say hey to all of you and thanks for watching.
Yeah.
We
Go
wish
follow.
you
Go follow our Instagram.
could. Or follow, leave us a shout out on Facebook
Yeah.
and say,
Yeah.
why you no chat
Why
on
no
YouTube,
chat?
and
Why-
we'll say sorry.
Sorry, we fixed.
So if you have questions for us tonight, we'll answer them in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be fun. Leave
Yeah.
us
The
some
day before school
questions on
starts.
Facebook.
So
And,
this,
ooh, leave us quiz questions. OMG.
In
Leave us
honor
quiz
of the
questions on
day
Facebook.
before school starts.
And obviously,
And then they'll answer them.
Jacqueline and I want to answer them.
Yep.
What is the square root of 16?
4, 2,
Good.
Bravo.
What is the square root of 121?
11?
Yes.
yay!
What's the square root of 7,982?
Question
Shut
mark?
up.
Things like that, except harder. Like Google
Please don't.
stuff that just shouldn't be taught in any school, and we'll try and answer it,
That's
and
perfect.
it'll be hilarious.
What is the most dense planet in our solar system?
Earth. It has a lot of dense people in it.
Mercury.
Oh!
Hey!
Oh, that was
Actually,
good.
she's right, but it's not because of the people.
It's because of the. We have our rock crust and our hard. We have our very dense core, and then the rest is pretty dense too.
Welcome to the Science Channel.
And in fact, if you go to the Earth's core and you pull up the
I'm
gold
looking for it.
and you lay it on top of the Earth, it will cover the entire planet 1.5 feet thick.
That's
Oh.
We're
So
traveling
if
to
you
the core.
just dig down real deep,
You're
you
rich.
know,
You're rich.
you gotta admit it.
So what have we
These two
That's your foreign language requirement.
You're welcome.
So what have we been up to as a band as we do all these other things?
Dad.
Recording.
Yay!
And recording. We're gonna get that CD finished
Yeah, man.
very soon. We are well on the way. We would
We
venture
actually,
to say that we're closer than we were last week by at least a week.
the band secretary, at least a week.
At
The
least.
band secretary will let you know we have 2 songs completely recorded. They are done. They're ready to go to the mixing board and then on to press. We have 3 songs that only have 1 or 2 little 30-second blips
I gotta shake the
to
tambourine.
be recorded. Cassandra's been slacking on her tambourine shaking.
Oh
No
my
one
So
God.
asked for it.
that
I
has
mean,
held
Oh
up.
my
They just know
god.
it's gonna be so fast.
That's held up every time.
Yeah.
It's not ready yet. But we have several songs off of that full album that are so close to being done that it is almost depressing to look at the fact that they're not done. But they are almost there, and so it's going to be great. What else are we doing, Cassandra?
What else are we doing? Well, we do have a couple songs that we are currently working on in hopes to get on the album too. So that is pretty exciting. We also picked a couple songs from our EP. I don't know if we said that last time, but we chose a couple songs. We're re-recording, gonna remaster them, and
Improve them even more than last time.
Yep.
And I liked them a lot
So-
last time.
Yeah, me too. So that's what we've also been doing, is a lot of composing together, bringing together ideas. I don't know. I wrote more chords today, so we might have another song to look at and see.
Hey, I
But
had a really
we're in
good
that mode,
idea.
so.
It didn't go past that, but I had a really good idea.
I heard you the other day on guitar, like you're like, I'm trying to figure out this one chord, and then you came out to dinner and were annoying Mom and I as we ate.
Oh,
like,
that was.
ding, ding, ding,
Well,
ding, ding.
you were back, right?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
He did that yesterday too.
Oh, so he's just being
Oh.
really annoying, tinkling around on the guitar.
It's not annoying. It's art.
It drives us crazy, but the good news for you
No,
is
it's
it's how
good,
we get
actually.
awesome music. So you've got a bunch
You
of
can't
songs
see, but we're
that are
waiting
coming
for
towards you.
people.
To Rochelle and Chanel
Bye,
and our merch
guys.
people.
And Aurora.
And Aurora. And our sound man, woman, mother. And ourselves on TV.
Hiya.
Oh, not ourselves on TV.
Sorry.
Little Chanel and
Oh
Rochelle.
my god.
Oh, they're so cute. What happened?
Oh!
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wow.
Say goodbye, guys.
Goodbye,
Goodbye, guys.
Bye guys.
All right. Woo. But yeah.
So it's been an exciting time for the album, for music making. Also learning some new covers to throw in the show, because there's lots of really cool songs out there that we like to perform and sing. So we're going to be bringing those too, so that's fun too.
If there's any songs you desperately want us to do, hit us up, Facebook, Instagram.
And we'll see.
Yep, yep.
Yes.
We'll see what we can.
We'll see what we
We
can
see
do.
what we can do.
We also have something really exciting to tell.
I'm afraid.
And I must have my.
You're great.
So something exciting to tell you about that's coming up. Speaking of nothing related to Lecrae, we have. I mean, it'd be lit if he was there, but I don't know. Maybe we'll have our own Lecrae. We have a gig coming up that we wanted to let you know about. It's coming up in the future. It's going to be in the new year, the distant future. So you should have plenty of time to clear your calendars.
But we're really
Tell
excited
everyone
about
about
this one
it.
Very
because. Oh, you want me to say it? Oh,
I
because-
only know we have a gig.
Oh, okay. Well, we're really excited about it because it is a nice long one. It's going to be from like the morning to the afternoon. There's going to be a lot of bands there. It's going to be a crazy fun time. Like,
More band friends.
yes. Well, and a lot of people that we know too are going to be there. So it's going to be great music. It's going to be a great time to like worship. All kinds of different genres are going to be there. Like you're going to have us. You're going to have some more kind of folky, some more kind of rock. I'm sure there'll be plenty of like standard praise and worship. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and that's why we're really excited about that event, and we wanted to tell you about it in advance in particular, so you can be
ready for it. So January 20th, it's the third Saturday in January, or so I've been told. They told me while I was at band camp
Tell
on
your
a
friends.
huge
Yes.
message thread. Be there, tell your friends, plan on coming out and hanging with us, and it's going to be a great time.
Yeah.
We're excited to see you.
All the
Tell your
details.
friends, tell your neighbors, tell the old man across the street who has no teeth and can only eat oatmeal.
Don't tell your neighbor.
Yeah, we'll put all the
He's
details
very
on our website, on our Facebook and all that. It's in Ridge Manor, Florida. We can't tell you exactly where in Ridge Manor because we don't know, but we'll find out soon.
Florida.
But it'll be
We'll put all
January
that info
20th,
out.
so we'll have it by then.
Oh yeah,
So all you people from Tennessee, come
Come
down
on
here
down.
in Florida.
you'll want to be here in January if you're in Tennessee. Trust
Right.
me. No snow.
Woohoo!
Then you can take us back with you.
You probably
there's
Because
no
we want to
snow.
see snow.
We talked about that last week. Aww.
Yeah. Can you tell that it's like this is a bitter cord that has sat with us. We're praying that God heals our hearts of that
Say
bitterness,
anything. You've seen
Florida's
preferably
due.
by showing us snow.
Florida's due to have a little snow spatter
It is.
every 30 years or so.
Oh, so then
Get
it's
like
like
thin layer on the ground.
Then we got
roll
another
it for
3
one
years.
snowball. If you take it,
Oh, that's
you
it.
take the whole yard.
There was snow back in the winter of '76. I remember it, yeah, because
So we're overdue.
and in the winter of 1989.
yeah, you see, I was only
Oh,
23 years.
okay.
I was born. God
So we
wanted to
should have
send me a
had some
present.
89,
I don't remember
12.
it.
We're 5 years overdue.
I'm upset.
Global warming.
It's kind of like waiting for Yellowstone to explode.
Which hopefully doesn't happen for a good long time.
Yeah.
So we also
Yes.
want to continue exploring a song every
Yes.
week. So, do we have a
Um,
song to explore?
Hold on, before that, wanted to address something. So, like she said, we have been at band camp all week, and we're still really trying to figure out our schedules and coordinate everything.
Yeah.
So, with that, I have not been able to get all the clips together and edit together a week in the life, and for that, I'm very sorry. But like we said, after
It's okay, man.
We forgive you.
thank you for understanding.
We forgive you.
Yeah, but
And reaffirm you as the body of Christ.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Feel blessed.
But
After November, the uploads are going to become a lot more consistent because by then we will have figured out how we're going to get clips, and hopefully before then we're going to figure out how we get clips. But I will also have time because, as was before mentioned, I'm one of the drum majors for band. She's the other drum major for band, and we are at school all the time. So
Yeah.
by November, marching season will be done, and I'll be able to get home and edit those videos for you guys.
Then all you have to worry about is school and 3 o'clock rain
and theater.
and theater and theater outside of school and insert
And lessons.
and blah 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 blah.
Set it
But
up.
you
But I
know,
love, but love you guys.
So needless to say, they're coming for you. So, song that we're going to explore this week.
I hadn't chosen one, and we did not get to talk about it. And Casey is not here, and like he likes to point out, he wrote a lot of the songs.
well,
Last week we talked about Bones. We talked about Come to Me. Jay has a song. Oh, okay.
Oh, can we talk about my favorite?
What is
Can we
it?
talk about my favorite song?
Oh,
Can we talk about my favorite song that doesn't have a title?
Well,
Just so
that's-
y'all know. And it's probably because I get to sing it, and it reminds me of It Just Takes Some Time by Jimmy Eats World, which is not a Christian band, but it's that song has a great message. And this song reminds me so much of it in feel, in
yes.
rhythm. Please talk about my favorite song that my wonderful, youngest,
Man
and
bun.
only man-bun brother, Marcus Kyle, wrote.
Switzerland.
Tell me about Reliant Kyle.
So yeah. Oh gosh. It's been a long while since I wrote this song, so I have to get back into the frame of mind that I was in.
I was probably talking a little more like this, like, oh, whoa, this only rain.
Which he did not write.
No, I didn't, but I wish I had. But yeah, I wrote this right after, like a week after coming back from Fuge. And
Oh.
yeah.
Happy
Didn't know
anniversary.
that.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Right?
Oh gosh, it's been like literally 2-3 years since I've written this song.
So good.
It really is.
Yeah, it was heavily inspired by like Reliant K type of feel. I wanted it to be heavily inspired
What's
by
a Reliant
K.
K?
Yeah. Oh, Reliant K. Oh,
What?
let me tell you.
Reliant. Oh, sorry.
No, that's not me. I'm not Reliant K.
You're Reliant K.
Reliant K is an amazing band that everyone should listen to that just came out with an album called Air for Free. They don't know we're hyping this, but we're hyping this album because it's amazing. That was hype. But yeah,
So what is Reliant Kyle, inspired by Reliant K, about?
yeah. So I was huge. If you've never been to any kind of camp where you just spend a week thinking about nothing but Jesus, it works through a lot of problems that you have. It helps you work through a lot of problems that you have. So I was doing that, and it was like, I can still remember the pain that I felt before I was with you. So that's like, I would, ooh, and I. Yeah, but that was like, everybody has that. Everybody has those things that they're going through, and I was really being worked on with those through that week at Fuge Camps. And so, yeah, it's a song that a lot of it is about. At first, it talks about how like I was very distant from God. It talks about how I was before I knew Him as my personal Savior. It's like I was so alone. Felt like I had to fight my battles on my own. But now that's not the case, because you're not alone. Because with Jesus, you have that ever-constant help. You have that person who's going to come beside you and pick you up, take you up in their arms, and they're just going to be there for you, supporting you, loving you. And that person obviously is Christ.
Yeah.
And He sends His Holy Spirit down, the Comforter. Yeah, that's that song really.
And so it's comforting.
It is, but it's like super upbeat and fun.
Yeah.
So.
It's kind of comforting when you're so tired, but then you're like, oh my gosh, I just want to jump and scream about how awesome this is, that it is so cool that God does love us like that.
Yeah.
And it is an energetic song. It's very, very lively, very, very up, very cool.
Even
I
though it's
love
so
playing it. It's just so much fun to play.
Okay.
It really is.
I love to sing it.
Yeah. It's like
Kyle hates to play Actually,
We haven't copyrighted it yet, so we can't.
yeah, but isn't that
He
the
was making a
song?
joke.
Isn't
so
that
remember the pain.
song that we were recording on the last day or week in the life, and you said that you were like wiped out because you just
Yeah, it was that song.
And
If any of you
it's-
guys, if any of you guys have watched that Week in Life, I was like, you can see I was like drenched in sweat, like how wet my hair is right now. It was probably exactly the same then.
Mhm.
Like that song takes a lot out of me, and it took so many takes to record. But I'm really excited for you guys to hear it.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
And if you don't, well, it's great, so that's sad.
But yeah, so definitely a favorite among the band to play and to sing and to praise God to.
Yay. Alright, so since we can't chat, anything else? Wrap up thoughts?
Final thoughts.
Final thoughts. We have an agenda. You're welcome.
You don't want to see, you think we ramble now. Imagine if we didn't have an agenda.
That's why I wrote it.
She knows us well.
First life stream's great.
So final thoughts, I'll go ahead and start.
You shake your head.
Band camp is exhausting.
Yes.
Driving is exhausting because before band camp we drove up to Gainesville to be there for our grandmother while she went through a difficult time. So that's exhausting. Working is exhausting. Life is exhausting, but coming together with other Christians and other believers and getting to have a good time and praise Jesus, whether it's through fellowship or music, is awesome and makes you magically not exhausted. So if you're exhausted, find a group of believers. Go rely on them. If you are still exhausted, at least you have support and love to understand the exhaustion, but odds are, if you dive into fellowship with them, the exhaustion's going to kind of disappear, at least for a while. Because it's hard to be exhausted and downtrodden when you're with other people that love Jesus. And if you are still exhausted and downtrodden, isn't it better to feel that way with people to support you? It's my final thought.
Nice
Word.
thought.
Let's say gang.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have gone last.
Go, Jay.
I don't have any thoughts right now. My thought is that I don't have any thoughts, and I'm very sorry that I've been like this for practically the whole live stream.
But
But
look how colorful she is.
I'm tired and colorful, so have a great day.
And be colorful.
And love color, Go.
My final thought is that I am really excited for what's happening, what God's doing with our band and the music, and I think we have a lot of songs that speak a lot to people in different ways. So
To a lot of different places.
yes, to a lot of different places. So I'm really excited for you guys to really hear it. That's my thought right now.
Good thought.
I have kind of rediscovered something that I was going to delete. I mean, this is an app we're talking about. Okay, that seems kind of shallow, doesn't it? But it's not. No, a while back, I put an app on my phone called iDisciple. And my phone is very full. I drive with Uber and Lyft and try to make extra money because we have a lot of expenses. I have a horrible addiction to music. And it's a very expensive addiction to have. It's probably one of the better ones if you're going to be addicted to something. But anyway, so it requires us to have more money than we have. So I've been driving. So I've had to clear out my phone of a lot of things. But then the other day I said, well, I'm still paying for it. I should at least go in there a couple of times and check it out. And so I've started really getting into that. And now I sit at work and like during lunch or whatever, about the past week, I've just been really exploring that thing. And it's wonderful. It really is good. There's a lot of good devotionals in there. I was listening to a sermon today on Haggai. And I found that very, very intriguing. I can't remember the pastor's name that was speaking. But it was just, it's just been really good. And it's been really kind of reinvigorating me spiritually, which is something I've needed. We all do from time to time, and I certainly have recently. And I really think, last livecast, 2 weeks ago, we said something about the fact that I've never written a song for the band, and Cassandra said, well, you should. And now it's out there, everybody knows it, and that's true. Because I've written a lot, but just never have for the band, and I really think that's part of it. It's one of the things that I was listening to on the iDisciple today was talking about, you ask for God to show you His will for your life, and He shows you things, and you try and skip things. It's like, yeah, I'm going to get to that, but what else? What else you got? Yeah, I'll do that sometime, but maybe not right now. So what else can I do? And I was kind of at one of those points. There's some things that I know I need to do. Well, do those first. Don't concentrate on what you don't have, what you can't do. Concentrate on what you know. And if you know this, do this. Other stuff, it's ready when you're ready. So get ready.
Amen.
Bam.
Ready. I like it.
Dang, we're like the background.
Something was said at band camp to kind of mirror that. It was said about high schoolers, but I think it generally applies to humans. There's our band director's name is Mr. Woodfin. We also call his father, who came today, Mr. Woodfin, and he was the one who gave this beautiful thought. But we as people like to try and take the easy way out of things. So like you said, we'll say, God, what do you want me to do? And I'll say, I want you to do this. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, no, that's too hard. I can't, can't work on that right now. So, what else can I do? He's like, no, you got to do that. You got to do that, man. And I'm like, wow, look at the time, God. I got to go to sleep. Oh, gosh. Gee. But yeah, so we can't take easy ways out, and we can't do that.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
So, mark the date, January 20th.
that's it.
And
We look forward to seeing you there.
give us questions.
Quiz questions.
Quiz questions.
Quiz
Quiz us.
questions.
Still want to know what to call you guys.
Yeah, droplets,
Yeah.
rainers, clockers.
I think she likes that one. And on that note, Road Rat and the original OG. Say peace, y'all.